It must be spring because it is race day for close to 2,000 runners here in Boise, Idaho. This year will be the 48th running of the Race to Robie Creek. It is billed as the toughest half marathon in the Northwest. 13.1 miles, 8.3 miles of which are on dirt. I had it clocked at 2,139 feet of elevation gain last year when I ran it. All right, here with Emily. Have you run this race before?
25 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that's an anniversary for you. Holy cow. All right, well, what is your shoe pick for this race? We need to know.
I have the Topo shoes.
What is that? Topo Vista there, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of those?
I love them.
You
love
love-
the wide toe.
Love the wide toe box. You need that comfort. And they're pretty soft and cushy, right?
They are. If the plantar fasciitis, they help with that too.
And they help. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, good luck out there. Oh, what are you running in today?
Got the Topo Vista.
Topo Vista. What about the socks there? I can see those right
Got the
there.
Creeper socks.
How do you like the creepers?
So I've done maybe 30 miles in them so far. I'm really happy. Yeah.
Super soft, right?
Yeah, they're really good. Like I pull them off and I'm like, wow, it's become part of my foot almost.
And they fit great in those shoes, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Travis.
Is this your first running, or you run it many times, or what?
First time in Robie, yeah.
First time in Robie. Oh my gosh. Good luck. Have a good race out there.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting so far. First two runners in Topo Vista. Who would have thought? Well, if you're looking for comfort and that cushion, you're gonna need that on the backside of this race. So definitely a good pick. No, don't pretend like you're racing. You're coaching athletes here. How many runners do you have out here today?
We have, I think, 4.
They're excited to race.
They're very excited to race.
Are they first timers, or have they run this before?
We have one every year for
Yeah.
decades, and then her daughter, and then a couple who have done it before. I don't think we have any newbies this year, but
But you yourself are not racing today?
I am not racing today.
But you have some cool shoes that I see here. What are those here?
These are the Ghost Trail. They're a
no-
newer shoe from Brooks. I like them a lot for racing, or sorry, at least for running here in the Boise foothills, because they've got some lugs, but nothing crazy.
Kind of like a gravelish outsole there.
Yeah, and so it's good for our non-technical trails. It's also good for winter running, where I feel like a lot of the road shoes are just too smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like light snow. So that's.
So what would you wear if you were racing today? How about that?
I would wear the Brooks. Caldera.
Caldera?
Yeah.
That's the big super high stacked
No,
one.
no, not that
Not
one.
that one.
Catamount. There it is.
Catamount, okay.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Nylon
Especially their
plate,
newest
faster,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really stiff.
Catamount
Got-
4, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're stiff, they're light, and they have like really good traction. Those are my favorites.
Sweet. Well, good luck to your athletes today.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? You guys running Robie today?
Absolutely.
Have you guys run Robie yet?
No, this is our first year.
All three first year. How you feeling about it?
We're excited.
Nervous?
A little nervous for about 4 months. So.
4 months of training, sweet. All right, well, tell me about your shoe picks. Let's hear it. Let's start over here.
Oh, dude, the Topos. This are my trail shoes. I've been running these for at least a year. So.
Vistas, right? I've seen
Yeah, exactly,
two
the
of
Vistas,
those
that's
so
right.
far. Wow, holy cow. Another vote for the Topo Vista. Okay, what about over
I
here?
got these on clouds
There we
during
go.
Christmas. My dad didn't know what to get me, so I told him to get me these.
These are the trail version. These are what? Cloud Surfer. Let me see the bottom there. Cloud Surfer trails, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Oh, you got waterproof there too?
Yeah, you know, you never know.
You never know. We had
never know.
crazy weather this week, but luckily not today. And here I know these shoes. What
You
are
already
these?
know I'm rocking the Mountain Coast.
Mountain Coast.
Trail.
T1.
The Killian Cord.
How do you think? What do you think of those?
I like them.
You like them?
They get me through. I hope.
Have you tried other Mountain Coast shoes?
I have not.
All right, they got some good ones on the way. M1 is coming for legit trail running out in the summer, more of a mountain shoe. C1 is out for the road, which is pretty cool, and everybody's loving the H1 so far. So
I'll have to check it out.
sweet. All right, well, good luck, guys, out there. What are you wearing? What is that?
So I'm wearing
That's not a trail shoe.
Heck no. So these are the Alphafly 2s. I did a lot of Muay Thai, so I got a lot of like knee problems, and these have a really good bounce on them. So this is what I usually wear when I go. I see you got the Solomons. I was gonna wear the Solomons.
Aero Glide 4 here.
Hell yeah, dude. I skimped on them. I also have the Alphafly 3s. I'll say though, the Alphafly 3s are super narrow. So if you have like wider feet, or if you got like even normal feet, you're gonna feel it like right here if you wear the Alphafly 3. So the 2s are my favorite. I've worn all of them. I've worn the 1s. I got the 2s on. I have the 3s, but the 2s are definitely my favorite.
Have you run these on the Robie course, on dirt and all that?
Those is gonna be my first time. So if you find me, I'll give you a review on what I think.
If I find you on the side of the road or something like
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, cool. All right, looks like we have a matching outfit here and matching shoes. What are you girls running in today?
We have Hokas, crickets.
What are those?
I don't know.
Mach X or something like that? No, those are Mach 7. Oh, those are new, huh?
Yes.
How do you like them?
Great.
This is our first day and they're great.
Awesome.
love 'em.
Road shoe though.
Yes.
You're okay?
Not very off trail.
Are you comfortable going up and over that road in those?
Oh yeah. We'll see.
You'll
if we'll
see.
make it.
Have you done it before?
No. This is our first time.
First time?
I'm running it like in a race.
Okay, cool. Good luck out there.
Hopefully we don't eat it. If we do, oh well. We're gonna hit the finish line.
I think
We'll do good.
in those outfits you're gonna have a good time no matter
Oh
what.
yeah.
The ducks got it.
Oh, the ducks. Okay.
The ducks.
Cool.
Little doggies.
I know this guy. What's up, man?
Nice to see you.
Back at it again?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here we go. You made a comment in one of my videos.
Yeah.
What do we got here? They look fresh, I have to tell you.
Well, that's OxyClean, man. After every run, I'm totally clean.
Are you serious? Really? Oh my
God.
God.
So muddy, but look, they look like brand new.
How many miles do you have in them?
Probably only like 35, 38, but I've had them really muddy.
Okay, so wait, you were choosing between that and what was the other shoe?
Goat 7.
Okay, and why'd you go with those?
Because I feel like that carbon plate is really going to propel me up the hill. It's going to help me when I'm bombing the downhill too on the back. I feel like I'm just going to get a little bit more speed.
Yeah, a nice solid heel cushion on the way back down too.
Oh, yeah.
I think compared to the Speed Goat 7, especially for the backside.
Stable too. On the back of this shoe, I really feel like it has a lot of stability, which I really like. So when
You have a higher volume foot than me too, so I think this is gonna wrap your foot better, and you probably have more security than I have in this shoe coming down the backside. So knowing that, I know you asked me the question, I think this is definitely a good choice.
Yeah, super pumped. Got the Prodigio Pros.
White versions, I have those.
The new white versions, yep.
Those look fantastic. Why'd you pick those?
Very fast, very comfortable. Really like them for up to 25, 30K.
Sweet.
50K, 25, or
Gonna feel good bombing down the backside in those?
definitely gonna feel like I want to pick up speed and carry it all the way to the finish.
Sweet. We got Mike here, another Mike. He sold me my green Euro van. What are you running in today?
These are my Hokas.
Hokas, what are those?
Which Hokas are these?
Mafate X, right?
That's right.
Max cushion, right?
Max cushion.
You- you're-
Cushion kind of guy.
You had some knee issues, right? That's what it was?
Yep.
So those are your pick. Have you run this before, right?
It's been about 16 years.
16 years. Wow. You were probably running in lower shoes back then, right?
I was running in some Asics back then.
They did not make them like this back then, that's for sure. All right, good luck out there. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. Hey, Mike too. What are you running into? Looks like a Solomon there.
I think it's the Gravel, the Aeroblaze Gravel 3.
Aero Blaze Gravel 3. I've got the Gravel 4 here, but not the Blaze version. So those are a little thinner. Why'd you pick those? Not just to match your outfit, right?
Well, no, I mean the fit is important, right? No, I run in the Aeroblaze 3 road shoes, but I was suspicious of how much mud there was going to be, so I decided to throw on the gravel shoes instead of the road shoes.
A little bit of extra lugs, right? It could be a little bit muddy out there, but hopefully not too bad.
I didn't think I needed the full-on trail shoe, but we'll see.
All right, sweet man. All right, look what we got here. Vaporfly Next Percent 2, right? Why'd you pick those?
I'm hoping to get a little extra pop in my step.
Road shoes okay? You're okay with that outsole going up and down the mud?
I think so, yeah.
How about over here? Traditional speed goat, huh? You're not gonna have.
I do want some traction, so.
You want a little bit of traction, right? You don't want to have to worry about that, especially on the backside.
Exactly.
Have you run this race before?
No, first time.
Oh, okay. So maybe she's playing it safer than you are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We did a trial run, and I felt like it was okay, manageable with the Vaporfly. So we'll see.
I did it in that exact shoe 2 years ago, so
It's good.
Yeah, you'll be good. You'll have a good race. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, what do we have here? Tell me about your shoe choices for the race.
These are Mountain to Coast. They're hybrids.
Hybrids, H1s, right? Very popular choice. Why'd you go with those?
They're just the comfiest for me. I've done Brooks, Hoka,
Yeah.
Asics, Nikes. I feel like are more supportive and just comfy.
Like the comfort of those? Also a little bit of traction going up and over the top there.
Yeah, perfect for the gravel, a little bit of gravel, a little bit of road.
Yeah.
Mix.
It's a hybrid race today, isn't it?
Yeah, very much.
So those will be perfect.
Yeah.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Did you just mention how many miles you got on those?
Probably about 400.
400?
I have 2 pairs. So
Oh.
I got a pair broken in for my race, and this is like my daily trainers.
Still feeling fresh, huh?
Oh yeah, still really fresh.
All right, sweet. What are you wearing? What is that? I know that shoe.
These are the Scarpas Golden Gate 2.
I love that shoe. I had it in a too small size though, so I had to kind of like give it
Got to make it a
away.
little bit bigger, so but they're awesome. I mean, I use them for all the long ultras, and then today, like with all the fast downhill, they're perfect.
They have enough lugs on them, right, to handle. Like I thought they're a door to trail shoe, but that's like plenty for trails.
They're really a pavement/trail shoe, so they're like right in between like what you need and stuff. But for the cushion for the downhill is what I need.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
sweet.
Yeah, I think up to like 50 mile, they're great. You know, like you know, half
Awesome.
marathon to 50. So.
Oh, man, I love that shoe. I wish maybe I'll see if I can get a pair in the correct size.
So if you look at the one thing about their sizing is that they're a little bit big, but the
That's
toe box
fine.
is perfect.
That's
for,
fine.
for when your feet are all splayed out and stuff.
You're gonna want that extra
Yeah.
length on the backside for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, I'm gonna head up and do a little bit this way if you want to. Oh yeah, let's do it together.
Cloud Ultra Pros?
Yeah.
Solid pick for this race. What do you think of those?
So far so good. They're friendly on my bunion.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice.
Nice and wide up front, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it.
All right. Checking out the shoe picks here. What do you guys got going on? Tell me.
New Balance Elite.
New Balance Elite road shoe, right?
Road shoe.
And what over there?
Vaporfly.
Vaporfly, sweet. On here, Speed Goat 7s, I know those. What do we got here?
New Balance.
Some standard New Balance.
60 V8.
All right.
That's all road shoe.
Sweet. Good luck out there today, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Rocket X3s. Ready to rock?
For sure.
I did a marathon in those.
Yeah?
Awesome.
Nice.
Nate,
I like
right?
them. I think it'll be fun. Yes, it's Michael.
How many times have you won this race now?
I've won twice.
Twice in a row, right?
Twice in a row.
You can have 3?
I know that's a lot of pressure, but I'm gonna try.
What did you run in last year?
I ran the Rocket X2s.
Rocket X2s.
Yeah.
How do you think of those compared to them?
They're a little more forgiving. I feel like these ones they treat you a little better when you're tired, but the other ones feel like they're a little lighter and a little faster. So.
Have you run in the Cielo? I haven't myself.
I haven't, no.
Okay.
Never done that.
I think those are awesome. And
Yeah, they're fun.
if I was running this year, I ran the marathon in the fall in those, and I would definitely run those.
Nice. Yeah. I love it. New mustache.
Wait, you guys have bibs?
Oh, yeah.
You are running or driving this race today?
We are driving it up the hill.
Straight up there?
Yeah.
We'll see how far I get.
All right, let's take a look at the shoe picks here. We have a larger tire here on this one, and then we have a smaller setup here.
Mine gets in and out. His is for like straight movement.
He may be able to roll down the backside a little quicker.
Maybe. It depends on how squishy it is.
That's true. Trying to sneak out. Can't say that I've ever had a ride in a 1923 automobile.
There's the shoes.
There we go. Nice. What are you racing in today? I see you got the Robie 26 socks there. Those look pretty sweet. What is that there? Asics?
Yeah, Metaspeed.
Metaspeed.
I wore these 2 years ago and it worked out fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're definitely on the road shoe train for Robie Creek.
Yeah, I did some training runs on Rocky Canyon Road. These are, just fine. I mean, it's a little unsteady, but
On the backside, you just gotta watch some of those ditches here and there, but other than that, they'll be faster for sure. Well, good luck out there.
This run will start when you're given the green light. Since the bombings at Boston Marathon, we have asked...
And it is a long ways off. You ain't getting your kicks on flat ground today, son. You're getting them climbing Alphafly summit.
Climbing? I thought this was a highway.
This route wasn't made for speed, son. It was made for suffering. You got your permit?
Got it right here.
All right, now look. The rules of the road are simple. No cutting, no shortcuts, be nice to strangers, and if you see a sail-toad, best to give them the right-of-way.
You need a bid to Winslow, Arizona?
It's a girl!
My lord.
Is that a flatbed Ford?
Well, she's going away, so you best just hop on in. Well, they'll be lucky to make it on Shaw Mountain, but you all, you just wait for that green light there, and, well, you'll know what to do.
Let's go! You got a hot dog. Go get that hot dog. Nice, nice. All right, all right, all right. Yo! Kill it! You got a ways to go. All right, the race is on, the runners are off. I have to say, feeling a little bit left out there. It's a fun race. Lived here for about 5 years or something like that before I raced my first race to Robie Creek, which was 2 years ago. Did it the past 2 years. Again, obviously not doing it this year, but really feel like I'm missing out today. Saw pretty much every trail shoe and even road shoe under the sun out there. Wide variety of shoes. A lot of the top runners were definitely in road super shoes. Talked to Nate, the two-time reigning and defending champion, going for three-peat today. He's in the Rocket X3 shoe that I ran in the Munich Marathon in the fall. That is the shoe that if I was running this year, I would run that again this time. Also saw my trusty Vaporfly Next Percent 2s out there. Saucony Endorphin Edge. Not sure if I caught that on a clip there. Those were out there too. Pretty much a lot of shoes I've run across various different races. This is kind of a hybrid race. It is a smooth dirt for that 8.3 miles over the top of Alphafly Summit. You go on the road out of town, kind of that way over there. You can see the summit is between there and the distance. Maybe where this crane is where you have to pass over. So run on the road mostly getting up there, and then there's a dirt section there where it's like 4.5 miles to the top, and then over the backside, which is on the north facing aspect. It's going to be muddy and wet, I'm sure. We had 24 inches of snow, probably even more than that with the second round up at Bogus Basin this week, so it's definitely going to be muddy and funky up there, unless they smooth it out or grade it out. Sometimes they do that. But in any case, it's a super fun race, and all of the runners are going to have an amazing time out there. Luckily, the weather is okay. We had that crazy stuff in the middle of the week, kind of cleared out. A little bit breezy, not sure of the direction, how that's going to hold up on the times. Some of the faster runners are going to be in the, say, 115 to 120 range, and a lot of runners are going to be spending a good portion of the afternoon out there because it is a very challenging course. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a different video here. If you were out there running the race today and you're watching this video, I hope you had a great race. It was kind of fun talking to everyone out there, looking at their shoes, hearing if it was your first time running the race. And surprisingly, I talked to a bunch of people where they were coming back after a long absence, say 16 years, 25 years, 10 years coming back to run the race after they had run it long ago, which was pretty interesting. Also very fun to see the wide variety of shoes that people are running in. I could fall into the trap sometimes, especially doing these shoe reviews of thinking everybody's only concerned about performance and looking at like super fast, super high-end shoes, but that's just not the case for the majority of runners. And I think that is the best advice that I could give when people are starting out, or just people looking for that, say, ideal shoe. Most of the time you just got to find what feels comfortable for you. Let's face it, myself and many of you out there watching, we're not going for Olympic gold medals out there. So the best course of action when choosing a running shoe is to maybe follow some guidelines. If you watch reviews on the channel, maybe you follow along with the different comparative aspects that I do cover, maybe see what works in relation to another shoe and how that relates to shoes that have worked for you in the past or are currently working for you. So comfort is king when it comes to picking shoes, especially, also gear. But yeah, a little bit of everything on foot out there. If you were running today, or you were also perhaps featured in this video, maybe leave a comment down below. Let everyone else know how your shoe pick went for you, and just overall how the race experience went for you. I cannot wait to be back. Hopefully next year. We'll see how the calendar shakes out. It always comes down to that. It's spring race, so a lot of big trail races going on all over the place. So if I could clear it out, I want to make sure I could get to this race in the future, hopefully every year. It's just, again, I'm missing out this year. I feel terrible. So thanks for tuning in once again. I'll have an update later this week on my personal training and racing. Check out the website www.humblerunning.com. In my last newsletter, kind of gave a little hint of what's going on, but I'm gonna be off trail for just a little bit here, but I'm feeling like 98% okay though. So really not a big issue, just something kind of gotta rest and take care of. I have to vent a little bit about it though, so that video will be more so for my personal feelings to get the frustration out, but you can tune in if you like. I'm sure that kind of thing applies to a lot of runners. So I'll catch you in that one, in the backyard maybe, or just probably go for a hike or something like that out on the trail. So I'll see you then.